iShowSpeed just humbled Shakira and Justin Bieber. For the first time ever, FIFA announced a World Cup halftime show featuring global stars like Shakira, Justin Bieber, BTS, and Madonna. But one person completely stole the spotlight: iShowSpeed. Speed performed his song World Cup Champions for 3 minutes. Meanwhile, Justin Bieber, Shakira, and BTS each performed for less than 2 minutes, while Madonna performed for only 40 seconds. After the show, the numbers shocked everyone. Justin Bieber's performance reached 10 million views, Shakira's reached 35 million, BTS reached 15 million, but iShowSpeed's performance reached an unbelievable 76 million views. iShowSpeed just...
Here are 4 different ways that you can use a scooter.
Okay, I've got my scooter.
On a slip and slide.
Okay, I don't have a slip and slide.
Number 1, don't.
What do you mean don't? Okay.
My mom...
Your mum. Sorry, I'm so immature.
My mom says that I'm just as beautiful as my backflip.
How much you want to bet she doesn't say that?
Backflip.
He can do backflip. Oh my god. See, he can backflip.
Oh, careful, it's really slippery.
Oh no, don't mess with it. Oh my god.
I can't see the bottom. How far do you think that is?
Are you asking me?
I don't know.
You don't know if he's asking me?
No one's ever done this before.
Done what before? Oh my. Stop falling.
I make the shot. We have to kiss.
Now he's falling for him. Don't do this to me. Oh my. Oh, where's Bob?
Geometry box review. This divider is like Ori. Nobody knows what it does. I've only seen it used for bench carving
or bum weapon.
Geometry box rubber is like RCB. Always losing. If you drop it, gone only. Somewhere at the bottom of the table. Just like RCB. Macha, what kind of name is set square? It is neither set nor square. This is used to draw little triangles on the back of your notebook. Until you break it. Your protractor is similar to your best friend. Both are crack fellows. I will now annoy the perfectionists in my audience. Here is 89-degree angle. Okay, bye. Bro, compass was the most satisfying tool. Until this happens. Geometry box review. This divider is like Ori. Nobody knows what it does. I've only seen it used for bench carving
or bum weapon.
Geometry box rubber is like RCB. Always losing. If you drop it, gone only. Somewhere at the bottom of the table. Just like RCB. Macha, what kind of name is set square? It is neither set nor square. This is used to draw little triangles on the back of your notebook. Until you break it. Your protractor is similar to your best friend. Both are crack fellows. I will now annoy the perfectionists in my audience. Here is an 89-degree angle. Okay, bye. Bro, compass was the most...
I'm doing maintenance on my Tesla in 2 years. This could be bad. I'm hearing about these horrible EV maintenance costs. First, I had to spend a whole $5 on wiper fluid. As I was pouring it in, I thought to myself, maintaining this stupid electric car is such back-breaking work, but I continued. Add another $5 to the maintenance cost for the self-serve car wash. I couldn't believe it.
Have you ever wished there wasn't so...
Your Android already has voice to text, so why do you need Whisper Flow? Fair question. Let me show you what happens.
Yes, the baby YouTuber. Who is that? Ben Aslart. No, that's not me. FaZe Rug. What? How do you know that? Oh. Ben Aslart. That actually does look like...
I was based on emotion instead of just genre. Test tracks directly against my footage and move through the editing process.
My heart stopped in the middle of a grocery store. I went for a box of cereal and my chest seized. And my legs gave out, and I hit the floor, and the last thing I saw was the fluorescent lights spinning above me. I woke up in a hospital bed with paddles on my chest, and my mom gripping my hand so hard, her knuckles were white, and a doctor standing over me saying, "We got him back." Third time that year, and I was so scared, I grabbed the bed rail with both hands and couldn't let go. My heart needed a valve replacement or it was going to kill me. Insurance denied me 3 times. My mom sold her car and we still couldn't cover a tenth of what the surgery cost. I was lying in the hospital bed when I saw the casting call taped to the bulletin board across from my bed. Last Chance, a new series is where it decides who gets the surgery that could save their life. I ripped the IV out of my arm and crossed the room and tore the flyer off the board because I was desperate enough to beg strangers on television to let me live. My mom signed the consent form with tears running down her cheeks, and I grabbed her hand and squeezed, and I hated myself for making her do it. The studio sent a car. She held on so feel her heartbeat against my chest and mine stuttering against hers. Come home. I got in the car and didn't look back. The studio was massive. Cameras on cranes, a live audience behind a glass wall. A man in an expensive suit gripped my shoulder. "I'm Graham. You're going to inspire a lot of people." I passed a heavy metal door on the side of the stage with no sign on it. It looked like it led nowhere. He walked me to a dormitory with hospital beds and the show's logo stitched into the pillowcases. Cameras in every corner. I dropped my bag and a girl across the room threw a pillow at me. "Heads up, cameras are live 24/7. Mia, tumor on her spine." She had a folded piece of paper on her nightstand and a pen. She'd been sick longer than anyone, and she moved like it, but her mouth was faster than anyone I'd ever met. A woman with kidney failure sat on her bed FaceTiming her kids. I could hear them through the speaker. "Mommy, when are you coming home?"
Meet LoadView, the first and only tool. LoadView offers no scripting to easily navigate your website. This script is uploaded to the LoadView cloud and run in real browsers from around the world, giving you perfect insight into your website's performance under load. Know your website's capacity limits and ensure exceptional performance. Sign up for a free trial at loadview-testing.com and start testing.
Stop before you buy this. This exact product could be cheaper in another store. And unless you compare prices, you'd never know. That's how people end up paying more for the exact product. BuyHutK Chrome extension helps you compare prices automatically while you shop. Just hover over more options to instantly compare prices across stores. See where it's cheaper and make sure you're getting the best available price. Install BuyHutK Chrome extension for free and stop overpaying online.
She pressed her hand over her mouth and muted herself so they wouldn't hear her cry. A 12-year-old named Corey tugged my sleeve. "Do you think they'll let me FaceTime my dog?" An old man pulled a photo of his grandkids from his wallet and held it up without me asking. His Hands shook. 8 of us total, each dying of something different. I tried to call my mom after lights out, and a producer took the phone out of my hand. No outside contact during filming. It's in your contract. I grabbed for it, and he held it above his head and stepped back. You signed the agreement. Your phone stays with us until filming wraps. My mom doesn't know if I'm okay. She'll see you on television. He slid my phone into his pocket and walked out. I shoved past him and tried the dormitory door. Locked. I threw my shoulder into it, and the frame rattled, and pain shot through my arm. I tried the one at the end of the hall. Locked. The emergency exit. Locked. A red light blinked above it, where the push bar should have released it. I spun around, and every camera in every corner had a solid red light, and I kicked the emergency exit one more time so hard pain shot up my leg. Mia found me on the roof. Only door they didn't lock. She sat down next to me and pulled her knees to her chest. You tried the door? It's locked. They all are. I tried everyone my first night. She pulled the hospital bracelet off her wrist and threw it off the roof, and we watched it spin into the dark. I'm not going to die in a building with a logo on the pillowcases. What are you scared of? Dying boring. I gripped the edge of the roof so hard the concrete bit into my palms. We need to get there. The only way out is winning. Every other door is locked from the outside. She pulled out her paper. But if we're going to be stuck in here, I'm going to make sure the world knows what this place really is. How? I stole a camera from the equipment room. She opened her jacket and showed me a small handheld camera tucked inside. I've been filming everything. The locked doors, the confiscated phones, everything. I grabbed her shoulder. If Graham finds that, then he finds it. I'm dying anyway. What's he going to do? Kill me faster? Graham walked to center stage in a spotlight. America, tonight you meet your heroes. Each of our contestants will share their story. You'll vote for who moves forward. The bottom 2 go home. He smiled into the camera. And by home, I mean home, where they'll receive the best of care. Mia leaned over to me. That's a lie. The first 2 who got cut from dress rehearsal were escorted to the parking lot and driven to a bus stop. My hands curled into fists. Graham pointed at the first podium. Who wants to go first? Corey walked up, and the podium came to his chin, and he stood on his toes. He talked about his dog Biscuit. He sleeps on my pillow when I'm gone. He doesn't know where I am. The audience was sobbing. Graham crouched next to him and put his hand on the kid's shoulder. America, look at this brave young man. The camera pushed in so tight I could see Corey's lip trembling on the monitor. Graham looked right into the lens, and his eyes glistened on cue. This is why we do what we do. I gripped the armrest of my chair so hard the plastic cracked. My turn. I slammed my hands on the podium and told them about my mom selling her car. I pulled my shirt collar down and showed them the monitor taped to my chest. The audience clapped. Polite. An old man and a woman with MS were in the bottom 2. The old man slid his grandkid's photo back into his wallet and buttoned his jacket.
I'll make you a bet. Try Whisper Flow once, just once, and I bet you'll never go back to typing. Next time you open ChatGPT, don't type your prompt. Just talk it out. And I mean through Whisper Flow, not ChatGPT's built-in voice. When you speak, you'll get 5 times more detail than when typing in half the time. And when you use Flow, you get the fastest, most accurate dictation. The prompt gets richer and cleaner. The answer gets better. Plus, it works in any app on any device. So the next time you need to send a text or an email, just speak it using Flow. AI polished, ready to send. What used to take minutes takes seconds now. And next time you have an idea on the go, don't let it disappear. Just speak it. Brain to screen in real time. How many good ideas have you lost because typing was just too slow? One dictation, that's all it takes. Just try it once for free. And let me know if you went back to typing.
They walked through a side door. No goodbye. The lights shifted and Graham said, "Let's keep the energy up." And I wanted to scream because two people had just walked through that door to die and nobody even said their names. I slammed my fist into the dressing room wall so hard the mirror cracked and a shard fell into the sink. Mia came in and shut the door and locked it. They just sent 2 people home to die, and he said, let's keep the energy up. She held up her paper, both names written down. I'm keeping track of every single one. I'm going to shut this whole thing down. Not yet. She grabbed my arm hard. You shut it down, now they cut the commercial and spin it, and nobody ever hears about it. You need the finale stage. You need 30 million people watching live. You need to win first. I pressed my bleeding knuckles against the counter. I had to play the game long enough to destroy it from the inside. Graham's voice crackled through the dormitory speakers. Tomorrow's challenge, physical trials. America wants to see what you're made of. Rest up. He said it like a coach, like we were athletes and not dying people he'd locked in a building. The obstacle course was ropes and walls and balance beams. Graham's voice filled the studio. Let's see what our heroes are made of. First up, the rope. I grabbed the rope, and by halfway up, my heart was slamming so hard I could hear it in my skull. My vision went spotty, and the studio lights smeared together, and I squeezed the rope with both fists and hung there shaking 3 feet off the ground while the crowd screamed my name. A producer below me was circling with a camera angled up at my face. I pulled myself higher, 1 fist at a time, and my arms were burning, and I could feel my heartbeat stuttering like it was trying to decide whether to keep going. I slapped the bell at the top and dropped to the mat, and my knees buckled, and I went down hard, and I was terrified because my heart was doing something wrong, and I was going to die on a stage for a game show. A medic sprinted over and pressed 2 fingers to my neck. His heart rate is 190. He needs to sit down now. A producer shoved between us. Can we get his face? Can we get this? I slammed the camera out of his hands and it cracked on the floor, and I was so angry my vision went white. Mia finished last. Her legs gave out on the balance beam and she crashed sideways and caught herself with her hands, and her elbows buckled, and she hit the mat, and the crowd went quiet, and she pushed herself up and kept going and finished dead last. I found her backstage, doubled over a trash can and with her arms shaking. 30 million people watched me eat a balance beam on live television. She straightened up and wiped her mouth. Did you get anything today? I pulled the folded spreadsheet from my waistband. She opened it and her jaw tightened. Entertainment value. Medical need isn't even a column. She folded it and shoved it into her pillowcase. I grabbed Graham in the hallway. She's the sickest person here. That should count. He squeezed my shoulder hard enough that I felt his fingers digging in. The audience votes for who they connect with. You're inspiring people. Don't lose sight of that. He leaned closer and his voice dropped. And don't forget who opened these doors for you. Without this show, you'd be sitting in a hospital waiting to die. I gave you a chance. The least you can do is perform. A woman with kidney failure was eliminated. She stood up and smoothed her shirt and picked up her purse and turned to the camera. My kids are 4 and 6. She walked through the side door. Nobody clapped. Graham said, "What a journey. We'll be right back." I kicked the dressing room door open so hard it bounced off the wall, and the handle punched a hole in the plaster. Mia found me pacing with my fists clenched. She grabbed my hand and wrapped my bleeding knuckles in a towel. That woman has 2 kids, I know. 4 and 6. She said it to the camera and they cut to commercial. I know. My voice broke. Write her name down. Mia pulled out the paper and added it. The list was getting longer. I stole a phone from a producer's jacket while he was in the bathroom. My hands were shaking as I dialed my mom's number from a supply closet with the door cracked open, listening for footsteps. She picked up before the first ring finished. "Come home. Please just come home." I pressed the phone against my forehead. "I can't yet, but I'm going to end this. I promise." "What does that mean?" "It means I'm not just going to win. I'm going to make sure nobody else ever has to do this." I started collecting evidence. I snuck into the production office after hours and pocketed a printed spreadsheet that ranked every contestant by entertainment value. I found an email chain between Graham and the network. Post-elimination care, NA. Not our liability. Contestants sign release at intake. I